Hello everyone, it's Pam here with Tattered Paper and Lace, and I want to welcome you to my channel. If you are a returning viewer, then thank you for coming back, and if you are a new viewer, welcome to my channel. We're here today for week 13 of the Margarete Miller Weekly Collage Challenge. And let's go over the prompts. This one's going to be pretty quick, pretty simple. I've got multiple things taking care of multiple prompts, so I think we'll be pretty quick about this one. So we're on week 13. That's hashtag 2024CW13. If you'd like to see others who have done these prompts as well. And we need today a stirring tool, a dictionary page, a line of poetry, a label, a path or road, and the bonus is circles. And I have been able to do all of those. So I have pre-prepared because, well, I always pre-prepare to a degree, but I'm more pre-prepared this time than normal because I'll show you in a minute why that is. I didn't want to take you along on that long a journey. I don't think you would have wanted to come. Okay, so we have a dictionary page right here, and that is from a 1928 Webster's Dictionary. And the next thing is, well, I've got a line of poetry here that is going to go on this label. Now, I had to make this label. You can maybe see the join. I had to make this label longer because it wasn't long enough for my line of poetry. And it says, beautiful and rich is an old friendship. So that is my, my line of poetry. And that is on the label. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down because I keep losing this line of poetry, and well, I really don't want to lose it. Although it came from right here, so I could cut off another line if necessary. But I just cut off the first line of that poem, and I am going to put that right here. I made that the label just long enough to fit this line. And so that's going to go just like that. And so that is my line of poetry and my label. Then we have a path or road. Got this image from this book. And this is, let's see if the copyright's even in here. I'm not sure that it is. But it's an old one. And it is 1964. And the reason I wanted to show you the book it came out of, because this is what the pages look like. They were not colored. There was only the aging, natural aging of the pages, and the pen drawing with just this little bit of orangey red color in all the pictures. That's the only color that is in there. And so this was looking a little blah because this is that color, this page was this color, and it was all this color with just the sun having the color, the orangey, rusty orangey color was the sun in this particular picture. And this is my path or road. And this is coming from a castle. This is the gate of the castle with the chains here holding it. And here's the moat. And then there's the path. And there is two little friends right here, way in the background. Way in the background, if you can see that. So that's where beautiful and rich is an old friendship comes from. Because these are old friends here. So I thought that would be kind of cool. So what I did was I used watercolor pencils and colored this so that it wouldn't be so boring. It was kind of boring. And I like how it turned out. It turned out pretty well. I used some of it. I just did the colored pencil without wetting it, and some of it I wet the colored pencil and kind of spread it out. So, but anyway, I used watercolor pencils in the whole thing. So let me go ahead and get these two things down, because these are my main focuses. Now, both of these pages are so fragile that I will not use glue stick on it, because it will tear the page for sure. So I'm just going to use my art glitter glue, which is what I like to use anyway, because I don't think, I gotta pull my sleeves up, they're in the way. I don't think that glue stick holds that well. So I don't really like to use a glue stick. So I am going to use the art glitter glue. I've got to stand up to see where I want to put this. And I'm going to do it just like that, leaving a border, just like that. And we're just going to gently press that down. And you'll see the glue shows through a little bit. That will go away as it dries. I have discovered that it does disappear when the glue is dry. I got it a little heavier there. It didn't do that in the middle because I just did it lightly. So we'll try to do it more lightly on this. Then this is going to go down next, and this is going at the bottom of the page. So let me just get a little glue here to get this part down. And it turned out okay. I'm not a watercolorist by any stretch of the imagination. I do like using watercolor pencils rather than, seem to have more control over the watercolor if I use the pencils. And I just, when I want to do it as a watercolor, I'm going to go ahead and stick this down, and then I'll glue the rest of that, because it's a lot to glue, and I'm afraid the glue will dry before I get it down. So I'm going to just put this next, and I'll just have the glue at the top. And these two pages were close to the same size. Not exactly, but I made them be the same size pretty much. I want the border to be pretty equal. So we're just going to pat that down. And then I'll glue the rest. So I'm not very good at watercolors. They're like uncontrollable to me. So I've never been very good at it when I use like watercolor palettes. So I got these watercolor pencils, and I love them because I use one of those water brushes that the reservoir has water in it, and then I just touch the tip of the brush to the pencil point, and then I can control it so much better. And that's what I did on this. Some of it I just colored like you would with regular colored pencil, but some of it was done with the watercolor brush, or the little brush with the water reservoir. I'm not sure I got enough glue on the edge there, but maybe it'll be all right. Here either, actually. Let's see. Maybe I did. Well, anyway, I'm not going to worry too much about it. It's down good enough. It's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so that is my road or path. And here is my label. It's going to go here. But before I put that down, and this butterfly was from the same page that this poem came from, out of a book. So I just cut it out because I'm going to put it up here. And I don't know if you can tell it's crinkled. I kind of crinkled it up because it just was looking too flat, and it's going to go up here. So I'm not going to stick it all down very hard. I'm going to actually go ahead and do that. So I'll just do this and the body and some of the wing just to get it down a little bit, but I wanted it to look a little more 3D than it might have ordinarily. I'm just going to stick that up there. That has nothing to do with the prompts. I just wanted to add it. So, well, it's okay. Okay, now this is going to go here, but we also need circles. So I stamped these 3 circles from one of my postage stamp sets, and those are going to go right here around this. One's going to go there, one's going to go there, one's going to go here. Something like that. I do know this one's going on the corner. I got a little heavy-handed on that end, and it didn't separate as much as I wanted it to. So we're going to do it right under that corner. So we'll get these down. So let me know what you think about my watercoloring art. It turned out okay. I can't complain. I can't complain. It was just, it just needed some color, and I wanted the color to still look muted and not very vibrant because, well, it's an old book, and it's wasn't very good paper that it was printed on. So, you know, it just needed to still have that vintage look about it. And I used vintage paper from a Craig's shorthand book. I had some pieces laying around, and so I come on, things don't slide on this paper very well either. So I'm gonna go ahead. Well, I'm not gonna go ahead because this is kind of thick, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do these. Use the tweezers, Pam. Use the tweezers. I don't like to use the tweezers, obviously. It is handy, but apparently I don't like to do it very much. So we're going to stick this right down here. Just like that. Just like that. And then this one, we're going to stick down underneath the bottom side. Just like, actually I don't have it in the tweezers right to get it under there. Just like this, I'm going to slip it right under here. Just about like that. Pull it down just a little bit. And then this is going to go over them, like so. And that's my circles. So now we can get this down. So this one came together fairly quickly. Again, I am filming early because I like to get these done ahead of time if I can, in case something comes up and I don't get it done, you know, in the manner in which it should be, then I will already have it done, so I don't have to worry about it. So I try to at least be a week ahead. Okay, so now the last thing I need is a stirring tool. So I'm using a spoon, and this is a stamp that I stamped on another piece of vintage paper. And I am going to put it right here because I don't like the way this ends like that. And I thought this sort of blended in. And it was a little more curvaceous, so it wasn't just a blunt ending to that, that ramp right there. So that's where I'm putting this. And I like how that finishes that off a little bit. Now, oftentimes, I will stamp on another piece of paper and fussy cut it out, especially if I'm not sure that I could get it stamped exactly where I want it to be. For some reason, I'm having trouble with this little stopper top. So I chose a piece of paper that was a similar color, and I did the stamping on another piece of paper because I was pretty sure I wouldn't be able to get this in the right place. And I actually think it adds a little bit extra dimension when it's on another piece of paper. So I have done that on a number of occasions. Okay, so that's my collage for this week. I do have my pieces for over here. And this is another poem from the same book that is talking about friendship. So I'm putting that piece of poem. It is the whole poem. I'm putting that poem over here. Now, Old Friendship was the name of this poem that this one line came from. So I'm putting that up there like that. So let me go ahead and put this down too while we're at it. I don't always, as you know, I don't always have the piece that the pieces I'm going to put over here, just because. Now I want this to go from top of the page in a geometric fashion to the bottom of the page. I did that over, not quite. That's not quite where I wanted that to be. Let's see if I can move it over without damage. Maybe. Yeah. There, that's better. I wanted it over a little more central of this open space right here. So that goes there. This will go here, like that. So I will glue this corner so I can get that exactly where I want it to be. And part of my downfall is having to be so precise about all of this. That can be a downfall. Okay, there. Now, I should be able to glue the whole thing, get it all down in one fell swoop. So we'll do that. Again, let me thank all of my subscribers for subscribing. I so appreciate it so very, very much. And those who have just come along, if you haven't subscribed, consider hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you'll get further videos from me if you like what you see. Also, if you like what you see, hit the like button and let me know that you like the content. Also, I will ask if you will comment and let me know what you think about my collage. And that would be helpful for me. And it helps the YouTube algorithm. So that is there. And then I've got a couple of butterflies I want to put down over here, just for a little more interest. And then we'll be done. Anyway, so again, thank you for coming along. I appreciate you so very much. As I've said before, if you weren't here to watch, then there wouldn't need to be a YouTube channel called Tattered Paper and Lace. So I appreciate it very, very much. I enjoy doing these videos. I'm learning. I've had the video channel for, I don't know, since 21, September of 21. But I'm still learning. And I'm not very tech savvy, so it's still, I guess, a little rudimentary compared to some. But it is what it is. But I do enjoy it, so there you go. Now, I have a tip for you real quick. Just if you see me using this eraser pencil, I don't know, if you're my age, you will know what this is. If you're younger than me, or if you're somewhat younger than me, a good bit younger than me, you might not know what this is. But this is a typewriter eraser. So when you made mistakes, unlike on the computer, when you make a mistake on a real typewriter, a regular typewriter, an old typewriter, and you make a mistake, you either have to use a whiteout stuff, or you have these erasers, and you erase on the paper, and then you have the little brush to brush it off. I have found that this works really nice if you get a smudge on your paper that you didn't mean to get there. It works pretty good because it's a rougher kind of eraser than a regular eraser is, like a pencil eraser. It's rougher because it needed to erase the ink of the type. So it does really nicely for those things, and I use it for that. And that's just a tip. And I have a whole box of them that was in my dad's shop when we were cleaning out after my mom passed away. He was a cabinet maker, and he had a box full of those erasers and a box full of black grease pencils. So I have those too. So that's been 10 years ago now. Well, let's see. It'll be 9 years this year. So that's a tip. If you have a typewriter pencil, a typewriter eraser, it works good to get smudges off your paper. Okay, let's go over the prompts and let's make sure we have everything. So I have a stirring tool. That's this spoon, stamped spoon here at the bottom. A dictionary page is the background up here. A line of poetry is right here that says beautiful and rich is an old friendship. A label, this line of poetry is on this red label. A path or a road, my picture has this road starting back here with the ramp of the castle, going down the path, and there's little friends right there. And then the circles, bonus is the circles, and that's these 3 pieces right here. So I like this one a good bit. Now, some of the ones, as you know, I haven't liked as well as others, but this one I like pretty well. And I think it turned out pretty good. Let me know what you think. Should I have watercolored the pages and put color on them? Otherwise, it would have been kind of boring. It was kind of boring is the reason I decided I needed to put some color on it. The sun was the only thing that had color. Clouds, nothing else was color. It was all just like this, with the sun being this rusty orange color. So let me know what you think. Did I do the right thing by coloring it? Let me know what you think about this collage. Do you like it? If you like my content, hit the like button. And if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscription button and the notification bell, and you will get further videos from me. And if you are interested, go take a look. I have a playlist called Process Videos, and I am in the process of doing the process of a steampunk journal. Decorating the pages, I put the pages together, I've made the cover. I haven't decorated the cover, but I've made the base of the cover. And I am in the process of decorating at the moment. And then when the time comes, I will show you how I sew the signatures in and how to make a hidden hollow back spine, because that's what I'm going to do on this. So thank you for coming. I appreciate it so very much. Again, thanks to all of my subscribers and future subscribers. And I will let you go, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.